Now, if you notice your system's triggered or activated by something, then that experience is happening inside of you, and it's up to you to take full responsibility for your inner state of being and to meet that. And see that as an opportunity. And many times what you'll notice is if you surrender to it, that feeling you're feeling is actually something familiar. This isn't the first time it's been felt. This has been felt many, many times. So maybe something old that's getting triggered. Maybe life's orchestrating this to give me opportunity to see something, to see where I'm identified with a position or I'm creating my own inner suffering unnecessarily. So when the challenges appear, something that we would call negative, something I don't like, or sometimes it can actually be something that is an injustice and it needs addressing. And there's two ways to address things that are problems or challenges or things I don't like. When these things arise, it's an opportunity for the mind to jump in. It's always waiting on the sidelines. Where can I suffer? Where can I experience something to get all riled up about and have a problem? It's just on the lookout. So when something goes wrong, I think, okay, I'm going to jump on to this. And then it starts to tell stories in the head. Well, this isn't right. This shouldn't be happening. That person's wrong. That shouldn't be happening. And when this is identified with, the body reacts to the thoughts and produces correlating emotions, anger, sadness, frustration, and then you're suffering. You're having a horrible time. Now, the other way is to recognize, this isn't my preference. And if the mind attempts to jump in there and create some suffering, to see it, that's the mind. No, I don't want to go into suffering, but there is a situation to address. So I'm, first of all, totally and completely at peace, accepting, well, this is a wonderful challenge. Maybe it's a problem with your roommate. Maybe it's a problem in this hall. Maybe it's a problem with the food. There can be problems everywhere. Okay, this is happening. Totally and completely surrender to it. And now from this peace, what is the right aligned action to take? And then the action that you take is not violent or reactive, which is what it will be if you take it from the other state of identification, but it arises out of this acceptance and this peace. And when action arises from that, usually things on the level of form flow much more easily. When it arises out of the stress response, reactiveness, it creates more of that, more drama, more stress. And you might notice that there's just little things that you get to practice this with, and you become aware of them because there's not much distraction here. Maybe your pillow isn't soft enough. And so the mind starts, how am I going to sleep 1 week with this hard pillow? This is terrible. I'm missing my pillow at home. I paid for this retreat. I should have a soft pillow. And so you see it. Okay, the mind is using this. No, this is the reality. Is there some action I can take? Maybe you pop a question in the question jar. Maybe you don't hear a response. Okay, I took the action. That's it. Or maybe you do hear a response and you get a new pillow. But either way, there's no stress there. Now, if you notice your system's triggered or activated by something, then that experience is happening inside of you. And it's up to you to take full responsibility for your inner state of being and to meet that. And see that as an opportunity. And many times what you'll notice is if you surrender to it, that feeling you're feeling is actually something familiar. This isn't the first time it's been felt. This has been felt many, many times. So maybe something old that's getting triggered. Maybe life's orchestrating this to give me opportunity to see something, to see where I'm identified with a position or I'm creating my own inner suffering unnecessarily. So if you practice this while you're here with every upset that you have, when you go back home and your family start projecting onto you or annoying you, or your work colleagues, or whatever challenges come, it will be much easier to maintain that inner state of peace and joy and well-being and not fall into old reactive patterns. So hopefully some things will go wrong for you here so that you can get some good practice if they haven't already.